is this? You don't look like I'm moving.
I am.
I made this with an iPad in my finger. I may not be as great as Mappa, but animation is a hobby of mine, and I don't need it to be great. I just need it to turn out well enough to be proud of it. Animation is tedious, but seeing it come together really makes it worth it. Nowadays, hobbies seem so expensive, especially the digital ones. I'm looking at used subscriptions, but that's exactly why I wanted to show you all the process of how I made this video. If someone wants to put in their time and effort, money shouldn't hold them back. So let's get straight into it. Once I get an idea, I make a sketch. This is the brainstorming phase. So nothing too crazy. I like to keep mine simple to really focus on the basic idea. At this stage, the most important thing to me is getting the timing right. It is now time to face burnout, realize you forgot about the project, wait a few weeks, maybe even a month, open the app on a whim, and realize you never finished. And once I've returned, I do line art, which is my way of saying I actually buckle down and animate. On big projects like this, I'll use 2 layers and then just watch an ad to merge them, since FlipaClip only gives 3 free layers. Now the animation's done. Now I actually delete the sketch layer and create one for the background. Since I'm not using a single background, I can't use project settings to swap it out. This is where I need to start praising the copy-paste tool. I love you, copy-paste tool. For me, the background comes before coloring, so I know what colors to use. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I understand color theory, but I think I've sat through enough art classes to know the subject should look like it belongs in its environment, which in this case, I dimmed my OC's colors to better match the dark atmosphere. You could copy-paste the line art onto your designated coloring layer and just use the fill tool, but I think it's easier to focus on one color at a time. Since you have to select the pen and fill tools separately, I outline, and then I fill, and then I go over the little white dots that get left behind. I find it quicker to use a layering method, coloring what's in the back first, so I can be as sloppy as I want while I color. I'll try and put in some footage to show you what I mean by that, going color by color, layer by layer, frame by frame. Again, shout out to Copy Paste, huge help. I cannot imagine coloring every single identical outline. You've probably noticed the parts I'm skipping, like the freckles and mouth. The coloring stage is more akin to color blocking, aka it means I can spam copy paste. That's why sometimes he has freckles and other times he doesn't. Once I've done all the base colors, I move on to the details. After details, I'm all done. Now I can upload, or I can head over to iMovie and directly add the audio, but that depends on how bad the recorded audio is. I've never used the title slides, but they're an option, so I'm going to link the full animation right here. I hope it shows up. And thanks for watching till the end. I hope you get invested into my OC lore.